So I'm Jim Kichas. I'm the Assistant Director at State Archives. I've been with the Division of Archives since December of 2003. And I started, it was my first job out of college. I applied and was hired as a temporary processing archivist tasked with processing records from the administration of former Governor Scott Matheson. Kind of always had an interest in history. It was one of my focuses in school, and really just was a perfect marriage of interest and skills that I had, and organization, things I'm good at, and kind of just a good melding of those things. And that's why I'm still here. I love what I do. I love what we do here at Division of Archives, and feel that it's very important for the state of Utah. Sure. So we are mandated to provide records and information management services to state and local governmental entities. We are also at State Archives mandated to preserve and provide access to the permanent historic records of state government. So it's a really big mandate that we sort of cover. As far as our records management goes, we're out interfacing with pretty much every governmental entity in the state, whether it's state, local, the judiciary, legislature, executive branch offices. We're in offices helping agencies with their records management issues, with questions about grandma and providing access to records, and then helping them figure out what they create that has permanent value that will eventually then come to the state archives for permanent preservation and access through our research center. One initiative that we started right before the pandemic, and it actually ended up being very just good timing. We're always trying to engage the public in what we do and get them interested and involved. And we had just signed on for a online transcription service called From the Page. And as a result, we're able to put our records online, and anybody can go in, create an account on From the Page, and help us with transcription and indexing work. So actually get their hands on some records, get their hands on history, and do some very cool work that way. And we've just continued to kind of roll out projects. A very popular one are people helping us with indexing our vital records, which is our most requested type of record. So birth certificates, death certificates. We also had a feature in the Salt Lake Tribune recently for a project we have around the Joe Hill records. So there's a history there that is fascinating, that people are very interested in. So that's one project that we kind of have ongoing. Another that's kind of in progress, and we anticipate really getting word out about it very soon. We're currently in the midst of digitizing all of our records related to the Colorado River Compact. It's going to be the 100th anniversary of the signing of that document next year. And so we're trying to get out ahead, and because we're the repository that has all of that permanent record from the governor's administration when it was signed in 1922, the state engineer's office, we anticipate a lot of interest. So we're trying to do that work so that people can just, like I said, get their hands on the history right as it's sort of timely and there's interest in it. Probably the single biggest driver that we're, so much of our effort and time and planning goes into is, figuring out how to take what we're good at with paper and move it over to the digital realm. So really a lot of our focus is on building up our digital preservation and digital access initiatives. It's one thing to be able to take in paper from an agency and say safely that, we're the right repository, we'll care for this, we'll provide access. It's a whole different animal to do that with digital things that have an inherent lifespan of digital. So that's really the main focus for our agency, is getting as good and competent with what we need to do with digital records as we are with paper. Oh, absolutely. I think we're very excited. First of all, we have a really good working relationship with all agencies, but particularly the divisions within our department. We look forward to continuing, helping out with records management issues. being the sort of subject expert on grandma and being able to advise on how to handle grandma requests as they come into agencies. We see some very exciting opportunities. What I was just discussing with digital preservation, having DTS as a sister agency, alongside, and being able to have conversations with them about what our needs are and how they align with DTS's goals is potentially huge. Same with DHRM. If we can work with them to maybe make records management, grandma, and how to handle your records more of a part of the employee experience, particularly the employee onboarding experience, we anticipate major gains and efficiencies that could be seen through this realignment. So we're very excited. I think just kind of echoing what I said before, that, we here at Archives, we're a small agency, but, we've got a big mission ahead of us. And we've seen every time that we work with our fellow agencies and state employees, we're able to accomplish so much. And so that's really, I think, we all see this as just a very exciting time, a very exciting opportunity to continue building bridges and strengthening partnerships that will help us all get ahead.